Rồi, đi mạnh mẽ đã, không cần biết. Mạnh mẽ đã. Tự vận động ra thôi, không có cái cách này. Cách bài. Bạn đã letter ấy, tơ hay. Không. Tơ tụt hết. Đâu rồi nhỉ? Lít tăng của tôi rồi. Nó tích con thì hết. Thì nào sẽ lấy ông bật mặt trời rồi đấy, không thua là đúng rồi. Lấy tắt thử thế nào. Vãi cả chim cảnh núi rừng.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. They've got to be quick moving this forward. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy, Nemanja Matic, is a beacon of stability, Peter. His role is to keep the team's overall shape and balance, and ensure that defensive stability when a lot of...
It's a mighty effort! Goal! Leon!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Lyon gain their reward with an early goal. Decent hit! There too. And it's Matic. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Can he finish? It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal. They just got caught napping.
Miretti. Now it's Pinamonti. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There too. Matic. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vertu. Vertu unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Balotelli. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Matic. And here's Lacazette. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Miretti. Balotelli. Malinovsky. And here's Balotelli. Miretti. That's Malinovsky. Matic. And Lacazette. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, such a clever touch. Hits one! They just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Malinovsky. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Vertu. Threads one in. He's in a good position here. Half an hour played now. Chaleta Shah with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh, that's a key interception. Malinovsky.
Balotelli. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now that's well seen too. There too. That's been cut out. Well played. Badel. Miretti. And it's Badel. The ball has bounced loose now. And it's Balotelli. He's got away with one there.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply...
There's the header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Balotelli actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's been won straight back. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Pinamonti. There too. He's had it taken off him. There is the half-time whistle. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 inch. Reflections on the first half?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. So once again, we're underway. Now it's Lacazette. Niakate spots it and intercepts. Now he's off and running. Chance here to counter. Looking for the runner. It's in! Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Malinovsky. Miretti. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's looking to set free, and the finish! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that read.
It's Balotelli! There too.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Badel.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's a sweet ball, that.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those breaking passes just to spread the play.
Malinovsky. Now the finish! And yes, it's there! great! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking force.
Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Always onto this. Badal. Miretti. Interesting ball. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, easy pickings there. That's a nicely measured pass. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 45.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Numero 32. Numero 26.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Vertu. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, look at the space here. Cornet deals with that comfortably. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Pinamonti. Pinamonti on two now and looking for three. Badal. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pinamonti. Onana. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's found a way through. Junior Messias. Out to the right. Vertu. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Onana. That is great defending, so alert. Lacazette. And here's the chance to counter.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Pinamonti taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And already we're underway here. Now it's Balotelli. Malinovsky. Malinovsky. Oh, just skip. He's had it! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. It is a super start. So far, so very good. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
That looks a good ball. Malinovsky. Now Pinamonti. Miretti. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Malinovsky, oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Matic. Now that looks a decent ball. Malinovsky, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Pinamonti. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Lacazette. That is a brilliant interception.
Lacazette, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Miretti, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pressing high and with purpose. Oh, there's a probing ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Matic. Pinamonti. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Malinovsky. Oh, sweet feet. Engages and forces him off the ball. That could have got... Oh, shooting chance! And that's caused a worry or two. Defending was strong and firm. Pinamonti. Malinovsky has found the net here, of course.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
15 minutes till half-time. And they can counter here. Oh, that's well spotted. Miretti. Now, who's going to be first to this? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Badal. Balotelli. That is good alertness. Could move up a gear here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Miretti. Balotelli, and the finish! Oh, taken with style! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
There two. Now it's Lacazette. Miretti. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Can he finish?
Quality ball. Just eases him off the ball. Malinovsky. Malinovsky! And yet another chance goes to waste. And we've reached half-time. To review the first half.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. that has put paid to that. Miretti.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Short changes him with that pass. Lacazette is onto it in a flash. Malinovsky. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's intervened well there. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Miretti. Malinovsky. Oh, good-looking ball. Pinamonti.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's fair too. And here's Lacazette. Good read, needed to be. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as...
Shapes to shoot! Patel. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There's the shot! It's in! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Done delicately. Niakate deals with that comfortably. Tries a shot! Oh, another save.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 23.
The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. It's their second corner of the game. Chaleta Shah clears it away. Patel. Balotelli. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 32.
An opportunity then to pull clear here. Malinovsky with a real chance here. Malinovsky! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Oh, he's burst through. He's one-on-one! Real chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Oh, that's an excellent try, and once he picked it up, he headed forward with real intent.
So there's going to be another change here. Malinovsky being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now there's a fine ball.
When it's delivered early...
Decent hit! Sticks it away! Do not write them off! Back they come! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
This has become one superb game of football.
Lyon surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
He's free, he has got space.
You wonder if that's it now, but
Has a go! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
All hands on deck for this one. Onana can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Lyon desperately searching for the winner here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Pinamonti. Onana. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that has left him in a heap. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Tolisso. Lyon looking to pass their way through. He's got away.
This is the time you need that pace.
And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
The action has already started. Pau Torres did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Asensio. McGinn. And once more he proves rigid and robust. That has not gone well. Has a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Tielemans clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Van Dijk with the clearance. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Iñigo promptly onto that, and that is that. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Now there's a fine ball. He's got space in the area. Gakpo. Oh, nicely intercepted. McGinn. And here's Watkins. Jim, you've played in... Asensio! Oh! Fantastic! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. There is the breakthrough.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
It's a good spell of possession, this. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Asensio is looking to set free a runner. Alisson will lay claim to that.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's had a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And he can clear it away. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Always onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And reclaimed it in a trice. Hits one! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Tries to get it clear. And the ball's gone astray. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has been cut short. Tielemans. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Darwin. Soboslai, and he's running through. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Camera. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Could move up a gear here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Oh, that just...
He's gone for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Darwin. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And here's Gakpo. Great chance!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Tielemans. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It's still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. Any strong opinions on the first half?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
That gets things going for the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. it's Watkins. Liverpool trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And it's Salah. And they can counter here. Wriggles his way through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
McGinn. Mohamed Salah.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Camera. Played back in. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Well, played right into his path. Well, oh, what a mistake! Now, who's going to be first to this? Big chance! And the shot! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way.
And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Camera.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the...
He's tried one! Magnificent! About as smooth as it gets! And they're back in front! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things... There's the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Asensio! Asensio! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
McGinn. Endo. Tielemans. Now it's Asensio. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, and he's through the middle. Iñigo gets across to intercept that. And it's Salah. That's a lovely, neat pass. Gakpo! Oh, screamer! A finish right from the top draw. Back within one. They have them in their sights again.
After 73 minutes.
He just absolutely speared that in.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
Liverpool get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Rashford! Liverpool do have a chance to counter here. Asensio! Asensio! Oh my word, that is quite something! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
After 79 minutes is...
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Endo, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Marco Asensio. Coming on the field is
McGinn,
number 27.
Rashford,
Substitutions taking
skillfully
place.
cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. McAllister just eases him off the ball. McGinn, well timed, excellent interception. Gravenberg, well that's beautifully weighted. He's played him through. He has found the way through. Real chance! He scored! Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic
The
ending.
goal scorer.
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that
Coming
faith.
on the field.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Liverpool give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And here's Jota. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Jota. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gravenberg. And we're done. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
My thanks
And
to Jim.
a quick announcement
We both
for the
wish you
benefit of
a very
anybody
good
who has
evening.
found themselves a little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
And please welcome our
And
lads
the
to the
mood
field.
is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
And this is now today's
Well, this is
lineup.
the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
So that's got things underway. Chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Liverpool are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. McGinn. Interesting ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Darwin. And it's Salah. The ball's gone astray. Asensio. Now it's Watkins. McGinn. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
And it's Salah. And he welcomes it in. It's a pretty loose pass.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
So So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And he was quick to react. Tielemans. Asensio.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Asensio. And it's Rashford. Endo. Elliott. And Darwin.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Strokes it back. Digne. Tielemans.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Passing nice and neat. Watkins. He's in a good... He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Great defending, strong and determined. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Endo. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Szoboszlai. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's had it taken off him. And here's Rashford. He's going to be disappointed with that. Endo. Gakpo. Liverpool do have a chance to counter here. Darwin. Foot in. Asensio. And the counter is on. Tielemans. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Tielemans. Szoboszlai. Mohamed Salah. Szoboszlai. He's looking to set free a runner. Oh, Nunez! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Tielemans. Watkins. Rashford has created one goal already. Szoboszlai. Endo. Elliott. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
There will be one minute
Mohamed
at a
Salah
time.
showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And the first 45 minutes are up. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time,
Just a quick
it is
announcement.
1-0.
We'd like to inform you that
There's
CCTV
plenty of
is
positives
now
to
in
take
operation
despite
for
the
your
lead being
safety.
so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Endo. Gakpo. Now Elliott. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Endo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pressure coming in from all directions. Well seen, saw that coming. McGinn. And here's Rashford. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Still just the single goal between the sides. And it's Salah. Pinches it off him. Nunez. And the finish! Asensio. Chance here to counter. And the pass is intercepted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
29,950.
Can he finish? Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. Soboslai clears it away. Nice ball, and he's in here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, we've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Oh, that's it. And the shot! It's fallen kindly here. It's there. Two to the good. They have breathing space. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established. Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Oh, it's come loose. Rashford. Again. The message is clear. None shall pass.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And it's Salah. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And here's Mohamed Salah. Tielemans. Rashford. McGinn. And he's had it nicked away. Alexander-Arnold with a definite foul there.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Marco Asensio. Number 8, Yuri Tielemans. Number 44, Boubacar Kamara. Coming on the field, number 27, number 41.
Oh, that was
number
close.
24, Onana. Substitutions taking place.
That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Darwin. McAllister. Jota. And he's away. Oh, look at the space. In with a header! And he hits the net. Great header. Made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
83 minutes is number 11.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Replace him is
Ah, that's a fine interception.
Barkley.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
McAllister. And here's Nunez. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's going for goal!
Added minutes has been indicated.
Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Inyat is there, and he can pick it up. 4 extra minutes added on. Gravenberg. Onana does well to get it back. Well, that's an inviting ball. He's through here. Konate wins the duel this time. Oh, that's a key interception. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Watkins picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in.
Has a look and has a go. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Gently done.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Joao Felix. Rafael Leao. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, I really like the look of Joao Felix, Peter. A player so talented you can build a side around him. He is the go-to guy in linking the midfield and the front line. And his willingness to drop back and receive the ball works very well in bringing the wide players into the game, and it drags defenders out of position. So he's a very important part of it all.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Reinders. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standard.
Xhaka! Fofana.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Xhaka really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Granit Xhaka.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Xhaka. No, that's been intercepted. Taken back almost at once. He's going to be disappointed with that. Andrick. Schick.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Rafael Leao chasing after it. That has been cut short. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Schick. Vitz. Chukwueze. Joao Felix. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Schick. Vitz. For Andrick. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Chukwueze. Abraham. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's played him through. He has found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, super find. Kyle Walker. Chukwueze. Fofana. Now it's Chukwueze. No way through, so back it comes. Now then, the ball's come loose. Reinders. And we hit half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Some first-half thoughts?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
There's the start of the second half.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. Bayer Leverkusen have really been terrific at...
Oh, shooting chance! And he's done it!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee. Bayer Leverkusen have broken through. It's 1-0.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Now that's well seen too. Reinders is the guilty party there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Schick.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Bayer Leverkusen have themselves a chance from the spot. Mignon looking to stare down to unsettle the taker.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it!
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence that was never missing.
Bayer Leverkusen are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Has a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, there's a probing
The
ball.
attendance for this match was 70,000.
Could move up a gear here. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Tar. Andrik is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the finish! And more, and more, and more! And surely that settles it!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
After 65 minutes is number 14, Patrick Schick. Substitutions taking place.
A case now of complete control.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Loftus-Cheek unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Abraham. Chukwueze! Tar. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And a header! Fofana. Andrić. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Granit Xhaka.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bayer Leverkusen have reclaimed it. Tapsoba. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Granit Xhaka. And the counter is on. Now it's Xhaka.
Such good technique.
Reinders. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Tapsoba. Threads one in. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Loftus-Cheek. And here's Abraham. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, they can break here. Schick. Bayer Leverkusen are closing in on a comfortable win. Andrić. And the pass is intercepted. Fofana. And here's Schick. Oh, that's neat. That's an excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Will be 3 minutes added time.
Driving forward. Reinders. Abraham. Now it's Loftus-Cheek. Well read, nice interception. Andrić. And that's that. Bayer Leverkusen can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Schick voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend...
Mbappe! It's oh, what has happened here? Gross. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of the...
Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Germany are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Nkunku. Musiala. That pass has been well intercepted. Undav. Nkunku. Here's Chouameni. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Undav.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Chouameni. And here's Thuram. Thuram. Musiala.
This is the time you need that pace.
That looks a good ball through. Hernandez.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And here's Mbappe. Camavinga. He's shifting through the gears here. He's shot! He has done it! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That was a given. It always was.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
And yes, it's him again. France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Nkunku! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Undav.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Havertz. Gross. Gross! It's a goal! Just one goal in it now. Game on! How do you look back on that goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
Germany get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
And that could set him on his way. Koundé does well to get it back. Gross unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, it's come loose. Germany are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Looking for options for movement. Musiala. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Havertz. Havertz. Koundé with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Oh, great play! Wits! Saliba deals with that comfortably. Andre. Camavinga. Nkunku. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Nkunku. Nice ball, and he might be in here. Nkunku. And the finish! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Wirtz. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
And we're off again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
And here's Mbappe. Camavinga. Real chance! And another try! They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
So now the difference is 3. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead.
And the finish! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Norway,
Great chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
keeper has taken decisive action. And now a sudden chance to counter. Camavinga. Ah, that's a fine interception. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Chouameni. Oh, it's come loose. He can run onto that. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Odegaard. Saliba cuts out the pass. Now that's well seen too. Nkunku. Thuram. Mbappe. Now it's Rabiot. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Haaland. Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rabiot. Chouameni. Odegaard gets over and intercepts. First quarter of an hour gone. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's got away. And that has left him in a heap. Goes down, but nothing given.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Nkunku gets a good foot in there. Now it's Haaland. Odegaard. Closing in on goal. It's their second corner of the game.
It's a mighty effort!
And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Odegaard. Mbappe.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Chouameni and Upamecano. He could be in here.
Haaland! He scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Berger. He's through here. And he's surging through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, he's burst. Oh, Cuckoo! And he's had it nicked away. That is a great ball. That is a brilliant interception. And he's in on goal. Oh, he's been flattened there. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ryerson. Chouameni gets across to intercept that. Nkunku. Now it's Tura. Ryerson.
2 added minutes has been
Berger.
indicated.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So
There's the shot! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nkunku. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a
Great hit! Sticks it away! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And now he has two. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Rabiot. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Berger. That's a nicely measured pass. That is lovely. That's too far for anyone. Chouameni. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Berger. Nicely weighted ball. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Odegaard. Haaland! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Norway have their third corner. France have the chance to go the other way.
50,913.
Oh, good ball. Great ball if he can get there. He's onside, and he's managed to get free. Well read, and the danger is averted. Berger. Haaland looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Haaland! Goal! Norway! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Number 9.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even...
Shot at goal! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Coming on to replace him is number
So all
22.
square and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Saliba. Norway will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. He's picked his way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, nicely intercepted. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Olise. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Bob. Norway do have a chance to counter here.
And he's had a hit.
Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Number 11.
So their fourth quarter of the game.
Coming on the field, number 7. Number 26.
Shapes to shoot.
Oh, should have put that away. Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Now there's a...
He's got the shot away.
Fofana powering forward here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Some really good ball movement. Koundé does really well there. He is strong. Olise. He's through here.
Added minute has been
Mbappe
indicated.
finds himself offside. There will be 4 extra minutes. squeeze it through. Chouameni, Kolomouani, Gendouzi. It's a sweet ball, that. Bob. Oh, good read. And that is that. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Berger. Odegaard! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Odegaard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Camavinga. We expected better, and so did he. That pass has been well intercepted. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry. And asked why he was angry, he said, well...
Now the finish! Goal, France!
The breakthrough strike! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt.
Oh, what's he done? Pressing high and with purpose. Oh, what a mistake! Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Nkunku. He's in a good position here. Nicked it back promptly. Haaland.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pass somewhat off target. Nkunku. Camavinga. Østigard. Odegaard. He's got away. There are shapes to shoot! They've scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
That has certainly made things interesting. Well, has a go! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
15 minutes till half-time. Berger. Haaland.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Chance here to counter. Foot in. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Pass is just off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Saliba cuts it out. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Now there's a fine ball. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. France with the corner. They're first. Ustigard getting this one clear. Norway have the chance to go the other way. Chouameni is the guilty party there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Thuram. Nkunku. Nkunku cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He has found the way through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. And distance is no problem here. The angle's tight for a shot. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's gone for goal! Oh, that is outstanding! A finish of true class! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with depth. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Norway head into the half-time break. And now the hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
France are looking to go forward now. No, that's been intercepted. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And we're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. It's level again. What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Thuram. Closing in on goal. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just can't resist.
Ødegaard is behind this one. Ødegaard! Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish right from the top draw.
The attendance for this match was
And they're back in front. That was beautiful. Just the goalkeepers and the shots. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Olise.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. We've got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard. And I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in. And, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Bob. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well struck.
And the shots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
It's their second corner of the game.
To replace him is number 24. Substitution.
And the keeper beats it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Norway are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Fofana. Gendouzi. Olise. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Olise. Mbappe. Ødegaard with a fine tackle.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Haaland. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's managed to get free. That is a brilliant interception. Gendouzi. Kolomuani. Well timed, excellent interception. And that is as far as they're going to go. Gendouzi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He came in hard, very hard.
Norway can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Bob. And the pass is intercepted. Saliba spots it and intercepts. That's tidy. Fofana aims beyond the defence. Norway can breathe again. Just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, that's a key interception. Olise. Haaland. Gendouzi. Oh, good read. And time is up. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. From those players, what unity, what joy. That was... Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
The action has already started. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Courtois punts it upfield. Chouameni. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game. He's had a shot! He's delivered all right!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
The Netherlands are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Valverde. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rodrigo is onto it in a flash. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Now it's Vinicius Junior, and he welcomes it in. Valverde. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. The Netherlands really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Wijnaldum. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Just eases him off the ball. Valverde. Distributed tidily. Madrid looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be...
He's had a hit!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's away! Chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And it's Wijnaldum. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Well read, nice interception. Schouten. Van de Ven. Simons. Xavi Simons cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chouameni.
The Netherlands truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. For Valverde. Brobbey. It's Memphis Depay! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count.
Mbappe! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Vinicius Junior with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Wijnaldum. And the whistle goes for half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each.
A happy wedding anniversary.
The first half compared with your expectation. Well, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Van de Ven. Out to the right. Played back in. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that is out of play. Schouten. Gravenberg. It's Memphis Depay! Carvajal. Looking for the run. Mbappe. Frimpong promptly onto that, and that is that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of...
There's the hit! Marvellous goal!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Madrid take the lead. Valverde. Mbappe. Great hit! And yes, it's there! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Oh, he's been unstoppable.
He gets big!
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
He's got to be in here! And the shots! They are rampant! And they are cruising away!
Goal!
That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
After 60
Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
The action has already started. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Distributed tidily. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham! Valverde. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Bellingham. Rodrigo. Oh, screamer! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And here's Mbappe. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book. It's a pretty loose pass. Rodrigo is onto it in a flash. Vinicius Junior. That's headed upfield. Rudiger. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high caliber show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Keeper's ball. Tchouaméni. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Mbappe. Mendy. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, he's burst through. Bellingham! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Bellingham. Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, another save. Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. Rodrigo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Defending was strong and firm. Bellingham. Valverde. And he was alert to it. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Chouameni. Valverde. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Ah, he's given it away. Eder Militao is there, and he can get that clear. He's tried one! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. Valverde. Bellingham. He's having a go! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Madrid head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Now it's Mbappe. Rudiger does really well to win the ball there. Bellingham. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bellingham. Carvajal. Bellingham.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bellingham. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Bellingham. Mendy spots it and intercepts. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's bustling. Decent hit! They've done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
He has found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Mbappe! It's a goal! And they've got their lead back. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Madrid. Quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Modric. Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. No foul, says the referee. Played out towards the right wing. Bellingham. Rodrigo. Oh, he's in! Valverde is onto this.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8 será reemplazado por el dorsal 6.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, super ball. And the shot! Carvajal gets good distance on it. Madrid will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Modric. That has ended up in no man's land.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this...
Could be danger here! Now it's Rodrigo. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Madrid making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
He's shifting through the gears here. Carvajal did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's in on goal. Oh, well played, well played. Modric. Rodrigo. He can run onto that. He's in a good position here.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And here's Rodrigo. He's played him through. Modric. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Mbappe. Camavinga! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Oh. And we're done. Well, that was close. Both sides